Hey everyone, R.L. Adams here with aBlogtoWatch. Please subscribe to our videos on YouTube and like this video if you find it useful. This is a review of the Clerc Hydroscaph H1. This is the first three-hand version of the Hydroscaph, and it has this beautiful metallic blue dial. I believe this is just one version. Every single time Clerc releases a new Hydroscaph, there's usually a few color variations, and this is a prototype, so it's a little rougher on the edges, but this is more or less an indication of what the final H1 is going to look like. What I like about this is it takes that existing sort of the Hydroscaph collection, it simplifies it into sort of a more elegant style, but still very sporty, very modern, but it's something that's a little bit less clutter on the dial, so it's extremely legible. You see here what they've done is they've taken blue and they mixed with this sort of lime green, and you have that tone here for the minute hand as well as for that little indicator arrow there next to the date. It has one of those expanded date windows, but you know, if you could see here, they kind of created this triangular thing there. They like the things to be sort of very geometric and composed in that way. So I can kind of forgive it. But when it comes down to it, I'm still not a fan of the expanded date windows. I'm actually going to review a watch here pretty soon, which has a very exaggerated expanded date window. Anyhow, so the H1, this is the steel version. It may come in a few other versions. I'm not 100% sure. It's about 44 millimeters wide. It's on the thicker side, but it's not crazy given what it is. One of the interesting things here that's exclusive to the Hydroscaph is this kind of like ratcheting bezel system. So this is a dive watch. It's water resistant to 500 meters. And as you can see here right now, the rotating bezel is locked. But there's this little segment right here that you flip out. See how it flipped out like that? And you turn it like a key. And that unlocks and allows you to turn the bezel. If you want to turn it by hand, you can do that as well there. But this acts as a locking system. So when it's down, you can't turn it, and then when it's up, it's able to turn. There's a lot of lume on the dial. The hour indicators have luminant, so do the hour and minute hand, as well as this large piece here at the 12 o'clock on the rotating diver's bezel. Legibility is very good. The hands are very easy to see. I love here how the hour indicators are these nice applied diamond cut markers. They're very tall. They're very good looking, very, very attractive. And that blue color on the dial is something which is really, really great. This version has the, this is I think alligator or crocodile strap. Alligator is what it is. And I think it's kind of blue. It looks like a very dark kind of navy blue color there for the strap. And through the back of the watch here, you can see that there's a signature Hydroscaph open sort of case back window there, but it's done with two windows there. Their sort of signature rotor in the automatic movement that has those little holes cut in it. The movement is, I'm not sure exactly who makes it. It's made for Clerc. It is a chronometer, so it's COS chronometer certified. Obviously, it's an automatic. I think it's a base ETA, but they do a lot of things to it to modify it in order to make it a little bit prettier, to clean it up. And I mean, not that it's not clean before, but they add value. Let's put it that way. They add value. So this particular rendition design with this particular decoration is exclusive to Clerc. So in terms of the material, like I said, this is steel. I have a feeling that there's going to be other materials like titanium and gold and things like that. They tend to do that with the models, of course, depending on the popularity. A slightly new feature here is the crown. And it's got kind of a new design. It looks kind of cool. Again, this is a prototype, so when you take out the crown, this one is a little bit on the wobbly side, but that's, again, like because it is a prototype. And I actually quite like that this is, you know, a three-hander. We do have a review of the Hydroscaph chronograph, which we did a little while ago, which was a watch that I also quite enjoyed. But I think that for kind of a more casual setting, this version, the H1 with a three-hand, is a little bit you know, better. Because the other one, if you remember, the Hydroscaph I mean, it was like a black case, right, with an orange strap. So it was black and orange, and it was cool. You know, I actually went, I went underwater with it, and I went traveling with it. It was a great watch. But this is something that has a little bit more of that sort of nighttime style. And again, it is an attractive watch, but it is from a boutique brand. So there's of course a premium to pay for that. So the Clerc Hydroscaph H1 retails for $5,900 on a rubber strap, and with this alligator strap, it's $6,300. And you can see the full review of the Clerc Hydroscaph H1 on aBlogtoWatch soon. Thanks.